Hey everyone, welcome to a new video, welcome to my channel. My name is Micah. Today I'm going to be showing you this. And this is my Harry Potter book collection. So this is my Harry Potter shelf. I keep it separate from my regular like bookshelves, you could say, because I have another shelving unit in my house. And you're currently looking at part 1 of 2. I'll show you part 2 first because it's the least interesting, I think. And I actually wanted to have this video up last week, but then I found out that, in case you don't know, I'm going to be switching jobs very soon. And as a goodbye present from my co-workers that I currently work with, they got me a Harry Potter related book. So I wanted to wait until I had it, and it came in the other day. So I was like, okay, I can sit down right now and film this for you. Of course, currently Harry Potter, and especially the author of the series, is a little controversial. I will make sure to link you to an article that I read that was translated from Dutch to English, sort of explaining some of those sensitivities and, you know, why it can be problematic, why, you know, Harry Potter can still bring joy to some people, I guess. So we'll link that down below because I thought that really summed up also like what I think about it. These are things I have been collecting before any of the controversy started. I still like Harry Potter. It's been a very important book series in my lifetime, you could say. I mean, if it wasn't for Harry Potter, I wouldn't be making videos in English. Let's just start there. So that's why I did want to show you this. I don't have too much. I definitely don't have a lot of knickknacks. I definitely just have books. So let me take you to the other shelf first, and then we'll get into this. So welcome to shelf number 1. This is a little side table that I have where I keep some of the larger books, as well as the only wand I got. I really wanted to have a wand, and then I got Ginny's wand from the Harry Potter studios when I was there the last time. So this is Ginny Weasley's wand. I'm not really sort of like, ooh, really rooting for like one particular Harry Potter character. I just got the wand that I like best, and I keep it on display in the box it came in. And then I've got a little chocolate frog in which I just have, what's it, Gilderoy Lockhart? Yes. So I just have a chocolate frog, little packaging here. And then I have some of the larger books that have to do with, well, illustrated editions, etc., etc. So I have the massive page to screen. So this is everything about the movies. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, this book is a culmination of like some books that you can also buy separately. So the character vault and what the magical creatures vault, and this is just those books but all in one big bind up. So I got that for my birthday one year. And then over here I have the present that I got from my co-workers. So I now have the unofficial Harry Potter cookbook. This is just a lot of recipes that are mentioned or foods that are mentioned in the books, as well as just some standard English food, which is really nice. Then I think the very first time I ever went to the studios, I got one of these official guides, so I still have it. And I one year also got film wizardry, and this is like a pop-up book with lots of stuff about the movies. And it's similar to Page to Screen, but it just has lots more extras. So it has like a pop-out Marauders map and things like that. And then I have the book from the exhibition that was at the British Library, which I didn't get to go to, unfortunately, but I did really want to have the book that came with it. And then I have the illustrated edition of Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, because I remember when I first read this, it didn't really come to life for me, so it's nice to now have a visual representation of all the creatures that are mentioned in the book. As you will see, I also have a smaller edition of this that I got years ago. Hi, I'm right here. So this is just a tea light, which I'm going to move up. I have a bookmark that I don't use because it's magnetized, and it actually, I have found that this actually sort of bends pages, and I don't like it. I have my Ravenclaw pen that I picked up at Universal Studios, I believe, when I was there. So again, I had a Hogwarts one as well, but that fell off the bag that it was on, so these aren't the sturdiest, so I decided to just keep the Ravenclaw one and put it on display. I have my little passport. I don't know why I got this, because they usually give this out to kids, and I think the guy who was there was like took pity on me and was like, well, you have something else to do then and just look at the exhibit. So they just kind of gave this to me. You can collect all the stamps from the different stations at the studios. and then you can collect those. And then I've got some cups and bottles that I picked up from different places. So I mentioned going to Universal Studios, so I went there a couple of years ago on a work trip, because believe it or not, well, for now, as this video is going up, I still am working for a course in theme park management. That's where I teach English. So as part of a work trip where we visited some students who were doing their placements in Orlando, me and a colleague actually also, well, took it upon ourselves. It wasn't paid for by work, but we were going to be there anyway. So we were like, okay, we need to go to Universal Studios and see this Harry Potter thing. So that's why we did. Well, we went there. So this is one of the cups that you just get a drink out of when you drink anywhere. And then I have my smaller butterbeer cup from the studios. And I have a larger butterbeer cup from the theme park. And then if you buy a bottle of water in Harry Potter World, it is branded as Gilly water, which is just cute, I guess. Everything else that I've got going on this shelf is books. And that is because I just really like the books. And the reason why I have multiple sets has to do with the fact that my original set, which you can see right here in the middle, apart from the fact that it's completely discolored and looks horrendous, is also very much mix and match, because I kind of went them as time progressed. So I have the first 4 as a paperback back, and then the last 3 as a hardback. So I wanted to make sure I had a full paperback set and a hardback set at the time. But I also have one very random American edition, which I didn't know at the time. This was actually the first book I ever got. My mom bought me this for Christmas. Didn't know it was a series. And then I found the other 3 in the Bloomsbury editions at my local drugstore at the time. And these I've had since high school. So these books are over 20 years old. And as you can tell, they have been well read, well loved. Usually if I read the books, these are the ones I actually read. So yeah, that's why I have a mismatch set of like the original Bloomsbury and Scholastic editions, because I definitely bought these as they came out, and these were already out at the time. And I just have some smaller bits here off to the side. I have the Tales of Beedle the Bard in the original edition that came out. And then I also have, still in the plastic wrapping, because I always put it back, so this is the original charity release for Quidditch Through the Ages and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And then I have the play, so Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. And then we get more into like the special things. So I have this box set from, this is a Scholastic box set. So this is a paperback set that makes the Hogwarts castle. And then if you turn it around, it just has all these pictures of like Hogwarts, like Hogsmeade kind of scenes. So that's lovely, but I didn't know that this was an American edition, and I really wanted to have a British one. So then I bought this, which is the hardbacked box set. Ooh, I'm not sure if you can see that. But this is the hardback box set of the Signature edition, which is by far my favorite edition that has ever come out. So these have really nice end papers and stuff like that. I've never read both of these because I just have them as keepsakes, just to have a pristine set, you know. And then the ones that I plan on reading once they're all out, I'm currently missing the 5th one that is out, but I'm currently buying all the house editions in the Ravenclaw editions as they are coming out to have a complete set. I know Order of the Phoenix is now out, so that's going to be added to the stack soon. And then I have the 4 illustrated editions as well, that I also would like to read at some point. But I definitely think that these, you know, these are really on their last legs. I'm gonna keep them, but I definitely think I want to go and read the hardbacks with the Ravenclaw edition next. Like, that's going to be my reading copies from now on. So yeah, I just kind of, like, I didn't want to go overboard. Like, I didn't want to own like 15,000 different versions of Harry Potter. It just didn't really work, I guess. And like these trinkets, like, they just remind me of the visits. I don't need like a million like time turners and things like that. I have no interest in it. But yeah, it's just nice to have some pretty editions as keepsakes, and then some that you've loved, and then just some that you can actually read. That's the way my brain kind of works. So there you have it, my Harry Potter shelf. Is anybody interested in seeing these actually like taken out of the box? And some people like that, but I like to keep it pristine like this. Let me show you what these look like, because they are very nice too. Like, the books themselves are good too. So what you get with these is that each one has like the cover, and then it just has a scene on the back and then a quote from the book on the back, which is really nice. And let me take out one of these. All right, so this is one of the signature editions and what those look like. So you just get a very simple drawing on the front, which I like, and then this is written like a signature, and then it's got the nice end papers every single time, and then you just get that. And these are the hardbacks. So they also come in paperback, or at least they used to. Not sure if they're still there. So the only reason why I have 2 of these additional box sets is because I found those on sale, like massive sales. Like I think I paid like 25 euros for that hardback set, and this was like 17 euros or something. It was crazy. They went on a crazy sale at bol.com, I think, when they were trying to get rid of them. So then I decided to buy them. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more by me. I will be back with a new video next week for sure. I know I skipped last week, but like I said, I wanted to film this, and then I found out on Thursday when I was supposed to film this that my colleagues had bought me that cookbook. So then I was like, okay, I'll wait and show them this when I have that book too. And next week's video is going to be all about Gothic fiction, because it's going to go up like the day before like Halloween. So I thought it would be fitting to do an updated Gothic fiction book video. So I hope to see you in that video. Bye.